Scott here from Wicked Reports. Let's talk about how to determine whether to kill or chill on the ad spend of a low ROI campaign. This play is going to be run whenever you see low ROI relative to other campaigns for whatever attribution model you've selected. The steps to analyze and determine kill or chill are as follows. First, we want to look at how long Wicked has been tracking clicks and make sure we've been tracking them for enough time to give the campaign a chance to have sales attributed to it. Second, we want to analyze the customer buying cycle. How long do leads take to buy if they don't convert right away? Because even though we're just tracking sales, if we measure the lead to sale conversion time, we can use that as a model for a fair amount of time it should take for a campaign to be converting people. And then if your campaign has been running for as long as this forecasted evaluation time, then you know you've given it enough time to make money and maybe it's time to kill the ad spend. Third, we're going to assess the customer journey conversions, because just because a campaign shows a low ROI at one model doesn't mean it would show a low ROI at all the models. And so we want to scan across the customer journey to see where the highest conversions are happening and then evaluate the campaign with that model before we decide to kill it. Because if it's low ROI at the model you're looking at, but high ROI in another model, then that means that we just want to kill the ad spend at a certain part in the customer journey and either chill or possibly even scale the ad spend where the conversions are highest. So let's look at this account. We see here we're using the first click model, and we see as we scan down the ROI column, we see a negative 90%, that's pretty low, and a negative 14%. So the first thing we want to do, let's scroll over and analyze this top one, SVL BOF remarketing. First of all, great naming conventions by SVL. BOF we know means bottom of the funnel. First click is top of the funnel, so it's likely this is going to be a negative because they're targeting a different chunk of the customer journey than what this attribution model was meant to measure. But let's scroll over and first see how long has it been tracking. It started on the 6th. It's now tracked to the 16th. That's been 10 days. The second step we want to do is look at the predictive behaviors. You can find those under Reports, Predictive Behaviors. I want to go back approximately a year and run the report and then look at this forecasted campaign evaluation time, 8 to 14 days. This report has cross-referenced all of the leads against all of the sales to see if people don't buy right away, how long does it generally take for them to buy? Because we want this as a model for how long people will generally take to convert. Now, not all your traffic's going to follow the lead to sale conversion. Sometimes it's just going to be people that keep retargeting due to the pixel. Sometimes you're going to miss the tracking. All sorts of things could happen, but it's a great model or proxy for behavior. So 8 to 14 days is how long we should give a campaign. We can furthermore scroll down to sales velocity. Look at the spread of sales across time. Look at that distribution. So people take time to buy. So we don't want to kill a campaign if we haven't given it at least 8 to 14 days. And that I would actually err on the far end of that. So 14 days we need. We've only given this one 10. So it still might turn out okay. You're not sure yet. However, let's just check and see. Negative 90, that being said, we don't want to just burn money for another 4 days because of a one data point. Let's run through the process to see if there's other things we might learn from this. So we're going to now filter on this campaign. I can put my mouse just to the right of the campaign name, hit the filter button. It'll then show up here. Then I click apply. Then I'm going to pick the linear model and see if it's doing any better. Well, in this case, 50% is better than negative 90. It's not fantastic, but then again, it's only been 10 days. Not saying you want to light money on fire for 10 days, but is there reasons for optimism? Well, if we look at the different sales up here, you'll see very low amount of first click sales. That's the model we happen to have been on. But a lot of last click sales, 11.9. And now the linear model is fractional, but the last click model will give all sales credit to the last click. So what we're trying to do is determine where in the customer journey is this low ROI campaign actually working, because maybe we just need to segment our traffic a little better, or maybe we already were and there's nothing to worry about. We just were looking at the wrong model. I can also see these, if I scroll to the right, I can see the breakdown of the sales by where they are in the journey. That's helpful if you have a bunch of campaigns in linear. You can look across all of the campaigns for see what are the last clicks, what are the first clicks, etc. So now that we know last click sales are where all the sales are occurring in the journey, let's choose that model and see how this campaign's doing on that model. Making 1%. So see, a negative 90% campaign, once we check the rest of the journey, actually is doing fine because it's just become profitable and it hasn't even run the recommended 14 days. So this ad spend is on chill. You don't want to kill it because it's already making money after 10 days. You don't want to scale it because it's not making a ton of ROI, but you want to chill because it's doing okay and it just might take a little more time till it's making some more money. Okay, let's look at another one. Here is a 10% ROI. That's not super high. It's okay, but this is an e-com business that has COGS. After the COGS, it's going to be a negative ROI. So let's look in and see what's going on with this one. So we see the naming convention, great naming convention in TOF, top of the funnel. So it's supposed to work at top of the funnel. Doesn't look like it's working so hot. So let's go in though, maybe it's going to. So we're going to come in here and filter it. Then we're going to come over here and choose linear. Same process every time. And then we're going to look and see where the conversions are most happening. 40 first, 38 new, 42 last. So it's happening about the same everywhere, and it's 18% ROI, which is ho-hum. And there's no obvious places where the journey is happening. Now, based on your COGS and how your other campaigns are doing, I would recommend killing this one because the ROIs on other campaigns are a lot higher and there's no obvious optimization in the customer journey to do. And the clicks are being tracked for almost 2 months. So enough conversions should have happened to have made it profitable. So this is a kill. So I hope this helps you with low ROI campaigns. I want to review this again. Always check to see how long you've been tracking the clicks before you're going to kill something. Then do the one-time predictive behavior analysis to see the forecasted campaign evaluation time to make sure you've given this campaign enough time. Then you filter on that campaign and run linear ROI and see all the different conversions that are happening. Because if there's certain areas that have more conversions than other, you want to run the model explicit to that conversion point and see how much higher the score will go, because it will go up. And then decide scale, chill, or kill. Thank you.